If you find it difficult to make decisions in the game Omni Heroes, or don't know what heroes you should choose each time you got options, this video is for you. I will cover the best units to prioritize in all the common scenarios in this game. Let's get started. We shall start with what not to do. Do not buy a unit just because you already have them and you want to increase their star level, because this game is not balanced, by which I mean the useless units are still useless even if they are maxed out, and the useful units are useful even if they are at a low star level. Okay, I'll tell you what the useful units are, but before that let me explain one more thing. As we all know, in this game there are different shops. In different shops you can spend different currencies, so units that are in the same shop require the same currency compete with each other, and all we have to do is to identify the most useful units in every shop. Let's start with Egzo shop. In this shop, there's two types of currency. I call them red leaves and the golden leaves. For the golden leaves, the hero you want to buy is Dorabella, and for the red leaves is Macaria. Macaria has a passive ability that can increase the shield effect of all allies by 50%. She is an essential part of the free-to-play version of Glorian team, because she can increase Lilian Lila's shield effect, as well as activating the 2 Demon 3 Monarch synergy. Dorabella is a powerful ethereal mage that have many use cases. Her 2 active ability both deal AoE magic damage. Her passive allow her to follow up with basic attack when other units land a critical hit. She also has a unique rune skill that allow her to deal percentage max health damage on hit. This damage scales with the target's max health, which is extremely good against bosses with high HP, especially in the Crystal Wood game mode, where she also counts as a Valkyrie, which can grant bonus effect to your whole team when deployed. All of these making her the best unit you can get with golden leaves in your Drizzle shop. Next we have Guild shop. There's also 2 types of currency. For the yellow currency, we want to prioritize a troops. I like to argue that a troops is the most useful hero in the game. Her ultimate and active ability can increase the attack of allies by the amount equal to 40% of a troop's own attack. And you really can't have enough damage, whether it's in mission, boss fight, or other PvE content, or even PvP. For the blue currency, I recommend buying the new D&D heroes, such as Astrid, in the time of making this video right now. So Astrid can duplicate ultimate of ally, which is very broken. So if you have some blue currency left after buying Astrid, I recommend buying Doris. Doris is a very strong Doomsayer. She has AoE ultimate and activist skills that grant reflect boost to all the units in the same line as Doris. And Doris also has a passive that has apply Vital Drain, which is a form of anti-heal that transfer healing received by enemy to Doris herself. She also has a rune skill that increase the reflect damage and duplicating the instance. So yeah, Doris is pretty good. In Abyss shop, there's also 2 types of currency, the gray one and the orange one. So for the orange one, there's Talanus and Arkadina. Well, most people will definitely recommend Talanus because she's a Glorian and her ultimate can stun enemies as long as you give her enough attack boost. And well, that is pretty good, but in PvP, which is against other player, all of their carries in the meta will have higher speed than 103, which means that your Talanus you can stun them if they are not playing Glory, and you can stun them, but you cannot prevent them to cast their ultimate. So, but Arkadina also has her use cases. She's Valkyrie, which means she also grants buffs in Crystal Wood, and in Avengers team sometimes you need to pair her with Janna to activate the 2 DVM bonus. So both of them are pretty good. So what I would recommend is you first get Talanus to 8 star, because at 8 star we activate all her synergy and unlock the stun effect on her ultimate. And afterward we focus on getting Arkadina to 8 star, and then we go back to upgrade Talanus. For the gray currency, your options are these 4 heroes, and among them the best one is Anubia. So Anubia is an ethereal hero that deals AoE magic damage. She also has 116 speed, which is very fast, and she has a passive ability that can increase the crit rate and crit damage of all your allies. But the problem with Anubia is that Ethereal has a lot of other good heroes, like Dorabella, Katrina, Karnak, and of course Eudora, and the new heroes, and sometimes you want Massima, and all the other options are more impactful than Anubia. So that means it is okay if you don't get Anubia in Abyss Shop, and instead you can use your free currency on the other stuff. So if you are like some advanced summon away from getting the rebate, you can buy some advanced summoning tickets or some invoker crystal, or you can buy I don't recommend buying these because in the late game you will have too many of these that you can't use. So what I recommend is actually buying the Oracle Decree. Yeah, it's pretty expensive, but the good thing about Oracle Decree is that at Oracle Temple, even if you low roll and didn't get the hero you want, you can go to Oracle Shop, and for every summon you do, you get an Oracle coin. And in Oracle Shop, you can buy heroes here. Yeah, and this is the last shop we're gonna talk about. So in this shop, who do we choose? The first option is Navi. So Navi is a really good hero. She's very powerful, and she's half the price as the other Divine Demon hero because she's not a Divine Demon hero. She's like a D&D. She's like a non-D&D hero with the power level of D&D heroes. So she's very good. But other than Navi, the other non-D&D heroes are not worth buying except for arguably Mavis. Yeah, but Mavis, despite she has a really like broken passive ability that can revive upon death and explode upon death, she is not mandatory in any of the game mode. So that's why I do not recommend buying Mavis too early into the game. Anyways, so if you already have a Navi that is 11 star or 12 star, you can switch your focus to Royals that cost 100 Oracle coins. For them, you want to buy the heroes with monthly limit. They are harder to get and more powerful than the other Royals in this shop. So you can choose the ones that fit your team. I'd like to note that for Seraphina, you only need her at 8 star. It's not necessary to upgrade her beyond that. Shops are not the only place you need to choose heroes. We also have Selector, where you get to choose one hero among all the options it offers. In Advanced Rebate, if we perform 200 advanced summon, then we can get this type of selectable chest, which is the lowest tier one. The heroes in this chest are usually pretty weak, but you can notice Troops and Dorabella are also in there, and they are the two heroes you want to choose. Once you perform 400 summon in Advanced Rebate, then you get this type of selector. All of the heroes in here, except for Themis, are very strong, but the best options are Lilian Lila as well as Katrina. I talked about Twin in my Glorian Deep Dive video. They are the core hero of the Glorian synergy. But one thing to note is that you unlock all of their utility at 8 star. So once your Lilian Lila reach 8 star, you can shift your focus towards Katrina. Katrina is the ethereal core hero that provides shield every time your units crit. But she's also a great damage dealer herself, so since she's both a support and a carry, she is worth pursuing. I recommend getting her all the way to 12 star. Now, at 600 summon, there's two types of selector. The rule of thumb is in the selector where there's Navi, you choose Navi, and in the selector where there's Mavis, choose Mavis. Of course, there are other situations where you are required to choose a hero among many, like the 777 summon or some non-standard selectors. I do have some tips and principles on those situations as well, but that will be for another video. For now, you can ask in Discord or War Chat, or put it in the comment section of this video. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.